everyone, welcome to Live Interactive English. This is Karen.
Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Shane.
Today we're looking at day 2 of Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing. And the vocabulary words are medical.
Medical.
This man needs medical attention. Get him to a doctor right away.
Help me.
Okay, after the show.
Okay. Facility.
Facility.
These facilities are used to house various types of equipment.
Reform.
Reform.
We propose a set of reforms to the current law.
Respectable.
Respectable.
Patty is a respectable person. She would never lie.
Globe.
Globe.
Cola can be found all across the globe.
It can.
That's right, I love cola.
Do you know what also can be found all across the globe?
What can be found all across the globe?
Nurses.
You are right, and there are more and more
Really?
nurses nowadays.
I've noticed in Taiwan, I feel like half of the new people that I meet, they're nurses. So
Really?
I've really noticed recently, especially...
Where do you meet these nurses?
I don't know, as students that I have, just
Okay.
random people that I meet through friends. So there are a lot of nurses, and they are really important.
And it's such a respectable career because they do help a lot of people.
So why are you talking about Florence Nightingale, and why are we talking about nurses all of a sudden?
Because May 12th is a special day. It's called International Nurses Day because it's also Florence Nightingale's birthday.
Oh, is that why it's May 12th?
That's right.
That's really interesting. So this day is set aside for us to appreciate the contributions of not only the most famous nurse, Florence Nightingale, but nurses all across the globe.
And that's right, because they really do a lot. It's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, and they save a lot of lives, as many, if not more, than doctors.
Exactly.
Because there's a lot more nurses than doctors, right?
You are right.
So they play a very important role, and you need to thank them if you know any nurses, or if you go to the hospital, thank the nurse.
So remember this day, May 12th, International Nurses Day.
Okay, enjoy.
Thank you, nurses.
Enjoy, thank you.
Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing.
After the war, Nightingale returned to Britain and was received as a national hero. Numerous people wrote to thank her for her contributions during the war. However, Nightingale didn't rest on her fame. She knew there was more to be done. In 1856, she met with Queen Victoria to discuss the improvement of army medical facilities. 2 years later, she produced a work to show the government that disease, not battle wounds, had caused the most deaths during the Crimean War. She further explained that this could easily have been controlled by improving conditions in hospitals. Nightingale's efforts led to significant reforms. Army hospitals became cleaner, and soldiers were given better food and care.
Welcome to Live Interactive English Magazine. Today's lesson is called Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing. Day 2. Hi everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. Florence Nightingale, as we learned yesterday, was one of the first truly professional nurses, and she became famous during the Crimean War when she helped British soldiers who were hurt fighting in a terrible war, and she took care of them and treated them nicely. She was known as the Lady with the Lamp.
Oh.
Because she would walk around at night with a lamp, checking on the soldiers, and even just that human contact with this kind woman was something most of the soldiers had never experienced before, and saved many lives. They didn't feel as helpless and as forgotten and as left to die as they had before she arrived. So,
Florence Nightingale, the woman, the myth, the legend, the lady with the lamp.
the nurse.
The nurse with the lamp. Anyways, after the war, the Crimean War, Nightingale returned to Britain and was received as a national hero. Numerous people wrote to thank her for her contributions during the war. So she got back to London, got back to Britain, and what awaited her there was a deluge of mail, fan mail.
Absolutely, and meeting all the famous, powerful people in Britain. Of course, this is a time in Britain when women couldn't even vote. So for a woman to be celebrated and honored in that way was still at that time quite unusual. But Nightingale, she used this fame and this new popularity. She didn't just like get married and retired. No. However, Nightingale didn't rest on her fame. That means she kept going. She kept doing things. She knew there was more to be done. So she didn't just,
she didn't retire.
Retire and, just spend her life reading magazines, drinking by the pool. No. She stayed hard at work. What did she do in 1856, for example?
In 1856, she met with the Queen. She met with Queen Victoria to discuss the improvements of Army medical facilities.
Look at that. That's fantastic.
That's an important meeting.
That's a very important, and that's what she experienced in Crimea, how terrible Army medical facilities were before she came along. Of course, the Army, talking about soldiers, generals, fighting battles, that kind of thing. And if people are fighting battles, they're going to get hurt. And they will need medical attention and medical facilities. Because medical, this adjective relates to medicine, doctors, hospitals, nurses, anything like that. If you work in the medical field, you work in some way related to doctors, hospitals, medicines, all things like that. For example, this man needs medical attention. Get him to a doctor right away. Could be a clinic, could be a hospital, emergency room, whatever. Doctors, nurses, medicine, health, healing, medical.
There you go. Now, medical facilities, that's where you would go if you need to see a doctor or a nurse or something like that.
That's a special place.
That's all there is to it. Here, we have the word facility. And yes, this noun, facility, refers to a building or a group of buildings even that is designed and built to carry out a particular purpose or function. So a medical facility, that's where you go to get medical care. That's what we're talking about here. For example, these facilities are used to house various types of equipment. So these are storage areas, storage spaces, or storage facilities.
All right, so in trying to help wounded soldiers and whatnot, she had a lot of work to do, and it did take some time, but as we read next, it says, 2 years later, she produced a work to show the government that disease, not battle wounds, had caused the most deaths during the Crimean War. And this was quite shocking to people. She looked at it scientifically, and she looked at how young men had died during the battle, and she showed very clearly that it was disease, it was just being sick that killed more soldiers, not being hurt in battle. And for a lot of people, sending their sons off to die in battle, well, that's, helping the country, and it's very noble and brave, but sending your son off to die of a disease because he didn't have enough food or medicine
that he didn't need
to get.
Yeah.
That's a waste, and of course that upset many people.
Yeah,
and they said that's got to change.
Yeah, and she, Florence Nightingale, further explained that this terrible thing, this could easily have been controlled by improving conditions in hospitals.
Nightingale's efforts led to significant reforms. Army hospitals became cleaner, and soldiers were given better food and care. These were some of the reforms that she was pushing for. These are some of the reforms that happened because of her, and we're still today living with the benefit of these reforms. What is a reform? Well, it's a noun, and it basically means a change. In some way, a thing has been changed, it's been improved, it's been updated, it's been made better, hopefully. For example, we propose a set of reforms to the current law. The law was written 40 years ago. We need to change it, to reform it, to improve it a little bit.
We need improvements, yes.
That's right.
Okay, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。南丁格尔不顾家里的反对，坚持要成为护理师。那在克里米亚战争时期呢，他率领团队到克里米亚战地医院解决卫生问题，带来了补给品，也提供士兵们优质照护。要是没有他，那许多士兵就不会是因为战争而死亡，而是因为卫生环境太差，然后病死了。刚刚 Mike 老师提到，南丁格尔他有一个称号是 The Lady with the Lamp。这是因为他常常在黑暗中提着灯去巡视病房，细心的照料病患。那他被誉为提灯天使。好，课文提到，在1856年，他跟维多利亚女王会面，讨论改善军队的医疗设备。那2年之后，他提出一份报告成果，让政府知道说，在克里米亚战争期间内，造成最多人死亡的是疾病，而不是战争造成的伤。 那其实当初呢，只要能改善医院的环境，这个情况就可以轻易获得控制了。而南丁格尔的努力带来重大的改革，他让军医院变得更干净，士兵得到更好的食物、更好的照顾。好，这边有3个单字 ，medical。medical 它是形容医疗的、医学的，像 medical attention 就表示医疗照顾。Medical facilities 表示医疗设备。好，那我们就来讲 facility 这个字。Facility 它可以指特定用途的场所，也可以用来指设备、设施。那当这个意思来指的时候，就常用复数型。再来看下一个单字是 reform。reform 它表示改革、革新，在文中是当名词来用。刚刚 Jeff 老师有用到 improvement 这个字。Improvement 是 improve 的名词，它是指改善、改进或者是增进。这法课文中
Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing.
In 1860, Nightingale established her own training school for nurses. The school provided top-notch training, and it even changed the public view of nursing, which was now seen as a respectable career. The school was highly successful, and similar schools soon appeared around the globe.
Mike, nursing wasn't enough for Florence Nightingale. She wanted to train nurses herself as well.
That's right. Her reforms not only helped the wounded soldiers, but helped train up a whole new generation of nurses. And in 1860, we read, Nightingale established her own training school for nurses. She established it, she set it up, she opened it, a nursing school. It was basically one of the first in the world, and it was a good school.
Yes, the school provided top-notch training, and it even changed the public view of nursing, which was now seen as a respectable career. So back in the day, people thought, nah, don't become a nurse. That's what poor people do. Now, though, because of Florence Nightingale, nursing became a respectable career. If you decided to become a nurse, people could respect you or would respect you for that choice. Yes, if something is respectable, you can respect that thing. You can show admiration for that thing. You can aspire to be that thing. Anyways, for example, Patty is a respectable person. She would never lie. Yeah, you can't admire liars. You can't respect liars. She's respectable. She's not a liar. No way.
All right. And this nursing school, of course, was a great idea. It says the school was highly successful. It was very successful, very popular, it worked very well. And similar schools soon appeared around the globe. The idea of a nursing school only for nurses, not for doctors, only for nurses was an idea that worked, and of course it soon spread around the globe, around the world. That's what the globe is. It's the round ball that we live on. Often if you have one of these in a classroom, we will call that not a map, but a globe. A map would be something flat on the wall. A globe is the shape of the earth, and we can also call the earth itself, this big ball of rock that we live on, the globe. So it's spread around the world. For example, cola can be found all across the globe. This is a very popular soft drink. You can find it everywhere, maybe even in the South Pole.
Maybe.
I'm sure some of the scientists have a can.
It's possible. Yeah. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be back soon.
Soon?
Soon.
在1860年，南丁格尔成立了自己的护理师训练学校。这所学校它提供顶尖的训练，甚至改变了大众对护理的看法。那现在这份工作被人们视为一份令人尊敬的职业。其实，在台湾啊，许多人也都改口称护理人员为护理师，而不是护士，目的就是要尊重专业，尊重这份职业。好，课文提到说，南丁格尔创立的护理师训练学校非常成功。那很快的，全球各地也都出现了类似的学校。好，这边有2个单字 ，respectable，respectable。它是形容词，形容值得尊敬的，或是正派的，也可以形容体面的。Jeff 老师说，如果某一件事值得尊敬，就会让人有所向往。那老师用到 aspire 这个动词 ，aspire 表示渴望、向往。常见的用法是 aspire to 加上名词，或者是 aspire to 加上原形动词。好，下一个单字 globe，globe 它指地球或是世界，也可以用来指球体。那另外文中的复合形容词 top notch top notch， 它是形容一流的、顶尖的。这句话课文中。
Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing.
Nightingale's work saved countless lives during her time, but the story doesn't end there. She also set the stage for the growth of nursing into the 21st century. To this day, her contributions ensure better health care for all of us. This International Nurses Day, remember the exceptional Ms. Nightingale.
All right, folks, let's learn some more about Florence Nightingale. Not only did she create modern nursing, not only did she open up a top-notch nursing school, but her story, it doesn't end there. Yeah, Nightingale's work saved countless lives during her time. But the story doesn't end there.
That's right. There's much more. She also set the stage for the growth of nursing into the 21st century, into our time, into modern times. It's a direct line straight back in history to Florence Nightingale and her reforms, her ideas, her achievements. To this day, her contributions ensure better health care for all of us. That's right. Nurses today are living the life that Florence Nightingale kind of set out and designed for them. This International Nurses Day, remember the exceptional Ms. Nightingale. She truly was exceptional, special, one of a kind. You know, actually, a few years ago, I was talking to a doctor, and he said, you know, don't tell anyone too much, but nurses, they really run the hospital. The nurses do all the hard work.
That's not a secret.
No.
That's not a secret. That's a well-known fact.
Yeah.
Without nurses, that hospital would screech to a halt like that.
The doctor walks in and spends 10 minutes a day with the patient. How are you feeling? Everything okay? It's the nurses who do all the hard work.
Anyways, folks, that's it. That's it for our lesson on Florence Nightingale. But before we go, we've got a question. The what do you think question. Mike, among all of Florence Nightingale's accomplishments,
Yes.
the ones mentioned in the article, which do you think was most important?
Well, I would say I think that bringing common sense to nursing was particularly important because so many small, simple things weren't done back then that caused people to get sick. Washing with hot water, keeping things clean, giving them fresh sheets and clothing, all that kind of stuff was very important, very simple, but really not common back then. And it saved thousands, millions even, of lives.
One word, sanitation.
There you go.
All right, folks, with that, our lesson is now complete, and it's time for us to say bye-bye.
Stay healthy.
南丁格尔在他的年代拯救了无数生命，而他的贡献也确保现代的人们有更完善的医疗照护。今年的国际护师节5月12日，可别忘了南丁格尔这一位杰出的女性哦。那这边有2个补充单字 ，ensure 是动词，表示确保、保证。那么 exceptional 它是形容杰出的或是出类拔萃的。Mike 老师在解释这个字时提到 one of a kind。One of a kind 表示独一无二的人或是独一无二的事物。好，那刚刚2位老师聊到这个护理师的重要性。Jeff 老师说，医院要是没有护士，整个营运可能就会突然终止了。老师用到 screech to a halt。好 ，screech 这个动词表示发出尖锐刺耳的声音，那么 halt 表示停止。这个片语它可以指汽车紧急刹车发出“滴”很尖锐那种声音，那它也可以用来表达突然终止、突然停下来。好啦，那么以上是这些讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny。在今天的课程中，我们要介绍3个文法重点。第一个是 rest on 或是 rest upon 的意思及用法。第二个是表达认为、看作的用法。第3个是 set the stage for something。首先，我们来学习 rest on 或是 rest upon 的意思与用法。rest on 或是 rest upon 意思有2种。第一种是表达依赖、依靠，例如 all their hopes rested on him。他们所有的希望都寄托在他身上，全部靠他了。第二种意思是表达取决于什么，或是根据什么。例如 ，the scientific research rests upon 2 assumptions。这个科学研究是依据2个假设而来的。 顺便补充一个相关用法。Rest on one's fame 或是 rest on one's laurels 表示满足于既得的名气，其中的名词 laurel 它是指月桂树，古代人们以月桂编织成桂冠戴在胜利者的头上，象征荣誉，因此 laurel 它也有荣誉的意思。例如 Don't rest on your laurels. No matter how good you are at something, there's always room for improvement. 切勿满足于既得的名气，无论你多么擅长某事，永远都还有进步的空间。接下来，我们来学习表示认为、看作的用法。要表达将某事物或是某人看作是什么什么的，那么常见的句型是 think of 或是 see 或是 view 加上名词加 as 再加名词或形容词。例如 They think of him as arrogant. 他们认为他是傲慢自大的。另外，可以将这个句型的受词呢移到句首，以被动语态来表示。句型是名词加上 be thought of as 或是 be seen as 或者是 be viewed as 再加上名词或形容词。例如 Alan is seen as one of the best players on his team. Alan 被视为队上最棒的球员之一。最后，我们来学习 set the stage for something。字面上的意思是为什么什么来设置舞台，这表示为什么什么做好准备，使什么成为可能。它也可以写作 set the scene for something。例如 Terry's early training as a dancer set the stage for her later success. Terry 他早年的跳舞训练为他后来的成功做好了准备。以上是今天的重点整理，我们下次见喽 ！See you next time. Bye.
欢迎收看《就爱讲英文》，我是悠悠。
我是季安。
我跟你说，有些人呢，他很会事后诸葛，他以为他是诸葛亮吗？哼！每次问意见都只会出一张嘴，说几
出几个嘴，你给他出几个嘴哦 ，OK， 好，这个让我来啊，这个让我来，出一张嘴呢，英文你可以说 easier said than done。Easier
said than done。
easier 就是 easy 的这个比较级嘛，对不对？done 呢就是被做，实际作为。
对。
那这个 easier said than done 其实是简化来的，原来的句子是 It is easier said than it is done。It
is easier said than it is done。
好，所以呢，直白的说就是什么？
用讲的比较简单啦，
用讲的比较简单，讲的比做的简单。
是的
，OK， 特别是那些老喜欢讲什么？
我以为是一些老男人只剩一张嘴，不是，
他会说早就跟你说过了，
早就跟你说过了
，Told you 哈，很多人很喜欢这样酸人，对不对？
很讨厌哎，
你就用这句话给他堵回去。
我昨天去看医生，他就跟我说：“哎呦，少吃多运动才健康。”
对，好，那看医生，好，看医生叫做 go to the doctor，go
to the doctor，
或者是 see a doctor，see
a doctor，
少吃多运动 ，eat less and exercise more。Eat
less and exercise more。
对，那可能我就会说这个我也说过啊。I've given you that advice too. I've given you that advice too. 我也跟你说过。
I've given you that advice too.
对，好。
不要喷口水。当然说的比唱好听啊，对不对 ？Easier than said than done.
Easier said than done.
Easier said than done. 出几个嘴来看我们的。
Life action.
I went to the doctor yesterday.
Oh yeah? What did the doctor say? What?
He said that I should exercise more and eat less.
I've given you that advice too, and I'm not the only one, you know.
Yeah. Easier said than done.